Hi, my Aries. Welcome to your June reading. Uh, this is general, as you know. This is good for your moon rising, moon sign, rising sign, and sun sign. So let's start. It was very long in Spanish, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be very short in English. And if you're wondering why I'm not shuffling, it's because I switched it around now. So I am actually switching in, shuffling in Spanish, and I am just translating the message in English. So let's start with one thing. The way I'm getting confused when I'm trying to talk is because your energy has been a little bit off. And the thing is that is a little bit off. I still feel tranquility, but one of my cards fell down. I said, "Oh no, again." You know, there's nothing bad is going on with you in a certain way. The problem is, I'm going to show you the cards because you want to see your cards. And you might be looking at this card over here, but we go in details in this one. But this card's here. First, I want to mention Uranus left you. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to May and understand what was going on between this last 7-8 years when you feel like things was happening and they were not happening at the end. So Uranus is the planet of cutting things up, making radical changes in your life, and making things very hard for you, especially in your first house. It was. Now it's not because it left you behind and is in Taurus. So in May 15 entered Taurus in your second house. So is going to make a lot of changes, radical changes when it comes to your work, to your material possessions, the deals that you make with people, your investments, um, switching finance in a certain way, and you are here. And this is the same card you got last month, but now it's in reverse. And why is it reverse? Because now, look at this. You're not hanging anymore. You're standing. And if you see, this bat can see during the night. Yes or no? So that's how you are now. Before you were in darkness, now you're not. Now you can see through. When people can't see it, you're going to see it. And you can see clearly what is going on and what problems are happening, what is the root of the problems, whatever situation you're going to be passing through. And the thing is, like, because you are moving forward and things are coming for you, is that you're going to be a little bit in stress. And why I'm saying this is like you can't focus because you're going to have too many things on your plate, especially with this Two of Pentacles. So you're trying to balance things out because you probably are dealing between two situations, maybe two people, or you will be, or you are. But definitely there's two people here that are in your mind. And we're going to go there. But I want you to understand this. This is something good for you since you are going to have more work probably. But you're going to be probably feeling like you're overworking because it's a lot of things. And why I'm saying this? Because in a certain way, something is putting you in a situation where you kind of probably feel trapped. And I clarify this, so I will get into details in this. And I think you're going to be trapped and feeling like you need to make the money. And why I'm saying this because, as I said, Uranus is in your second house. So it leaves behind your relationships. So you're going to be able to have a lot of opportunities, and Venus is going to be here for you in your fifth house. Enters in June 13 and stay with you, Venus, in your fifth house until July 19. Great. However, we're going to have to look at this. And I'm going to tell you why. The main thing for you is to focus. You cannot be running like a crazy horse. Instead of running straight forward, you're like this. And because you have so many things going on right now and things are moving for you, you're not in a pose anymore, you're standing and you're able to see things. You probably had been thinking, not thinking, you being taking too many work or too many things at the same time in your hands. And when you realize you kind of packed, right? You're like, whoa, I have too many things now, too many, like a lot of homework. And if you work in business and whatever it is, it's like, well, you guys are great for communication too. So whatever you're doing, you might feel a little trapped. Maybe someone too is being annoying. But when I was looking at these cards before, I'm going to tell you one thing because I was doing it in Spanish. So I'm just going to translate it. The thing is that this person, whoever is annoying, could be someone at work, but also you have someone who's coming back to you. That could be an earth sign or water sign. Someone, remember this, signs can also be their ascendants or the moon sign of the other person, especially the ascendants. So it could be an earth sign, an air sign, for example, an Aquarius. This energy of whoever is coming back to you is someone who you had a lot of hopes to be with or hopes to start something with, but when you feel like it was going to happen, it didn't happen. This starts in reverse, and usually means it's like because there is no divine timing, right? It's not the right time, and maybe you guys cross path not at the right time. And the problem is that if you decide to, and I'm telling you straightforward, if you decide to go back to this energy, you're still going to not get anything good from this energy or from this person or whatever, that it's a repetitive pattern that is going to put you all the time like you stuck or you feeling, because this is an illusion. The devil is an illusion. And why I'm saying this is an illusion, because the devil puts you into chains, but the chains are loose. And this is a different deck. So you might not appreciate it with this one because you only see the goat right here. But in the normal wine rate, whatever it's called, regular tarot decks, you usually see how the devil is having the chains in your neck. You see the men and the women, and they're loose. So the devil is an illusion. It's something that you can run away from. It's not that you need to stay in that energy. And you already know, what this energy did to you. Remember Uranus in your personality area, how push you all the way to the floor, especially with your relationships, and why it was in relationship when it was in my personality area, because it's exactly what people see and how people perceive you. That's how people can run away from you or they can stay in your life. And there was a lot of changes that you had to make for people to see you in a different way and try to stay in your life. And I'm not saying this person, whoever coming back from the past, because it's obviously coming from the past, is Six of Cups here. This person is still not ready, not prepared at all. And I'm saying this because we have all of the cards are in reverse. And this, with the devil saying, same old pattern. Do you really want to go back to that? I don't think so. What's up to you? Now, there is other situation here. Remember, things at work, you're going to have a lot of things. Things about fifth house, having fun, yes, Three of Cups. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if some of you, Aries, has had problems with alcohol, overindulging, over partying. So if that is part of your problem, that's something you need to think about. For some Aries, if you have issues with alcohol or substances abuse or whatever it is, be careful with that. Because that might be bringing you a negative pattern, and then you're going to go back to how you felt before, when you feel like you were touching your happiness and you were arriving to your goals and getting everything you want, and you were not getting it. And you don't want to go back to that. Mars retrograde is in your 11th house, and you're going to feel like that impulsiveness, maybe a little angry, but not really. I don't see you guys getting a little angry, but you never know, the devil is here. So if some people have issues with anger, go to anger management. If you have problems with alcohol abuse, check it out, because they're coming back, because Mars is retrograde. And if you are going back to someone who in a relationship that puts you in this situation, stay away from it. You have someone else here, and I see you dealing with someone who could be a water sign as well. Like when I took this card in Spanish, the first thing I said is like, that's your boss. And I was like, whoa, your boss. And then I remember my friend, you know, I'm not going to say that's personal, but the only thing I can say is, as soon as I pick it up, could be your boss, someone who can lead you, someone that helping you, someone that actually you like to be around. You feel like this person, this is definitely a king of pentacles. It means someone who is methodical, someone you can go to talk to. It's like feeling like it's a mentor. So I think you getting that impression, or it's like someone you looking up to in a certain way. But you are in between two things. Two of pentacles here. You are deciding, should I walk away and look for something more meaningful instead of staying here and try to feel like I wanted to even get intimate with this person? Because that's what, if remember, Mars is your planet, and this is a planet of sexuality as well. So you're going to feel very sexual this month. I don't want to talk about this, but I'm sorry, I have to say it. So, of course, you might want to hang out with this person and go out, and you deciding, should I walk away in something more meaningful than just a nice stand? Because you do like this person, don't you? And you are vigilant. You're like, this doesn't necessarily has to be your boss. Could be anyone. Not necessarily can be at work, but for some of you will be at work, because it's pentacles, and I see how you debating into a lot of things, especially at work. Because when it comes to your relationship, especially with your romance, is going to be super hot. I'm telling you, you really need to realize what's going on, because you're able to see, you can see everything. You're not in the darkness anymore. You're back. You able to see in the night. You're not in the darkness anymore. Okay. So, Three of Cups, opportunities. Don't be in a third party relationship, please. But also it means you can celebrate, you can go out, you can have fun, and you will be having fun. But there's things that you need to reevaluate, because this represents you. This represents the energy you need to use. The Queen of Cups. And this is how you're moving right now. Out of control in a certain way, feeling like you lost direction. And like I said, instead of going straight forward, you're going like this, because you're still trying to decide into two situations, two people. You having a lot of work, like a lot of homework, and you're like, oh my gosh. So let's go back to this here. So, Daughter of Swords. You're going to have a lot of communication with friends. Mars retrograde in your 11th house. You might feel very sexual too, like I said. Connections. People. Friends. This person also might be, if it's not at work, I'm sorry, I didn't say it, but it could be that it's someone who is in your circle of friends as well. And some of you can be dealing with someone who does have someone else in the side, but you have the hots for the person. And you guys are going to be communicating a lot back and forth. So you're trying to decide, should I look for something more meaningful because this is just a nightstand, or because this person is really not the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse is someone who could be emotional, manipulative in a certain way, and is someone who is not offering much a relationship. And this person might be feeling confused, or it might be vice versa, you feeling confused about this person, and that's why you feeling also out of control. It could be for, if some of you is dealing with this person at work, forget it. That's why you being like a horse in reverse, I mean the chariot in reverse. And then if you are going to feel the way that you're feeling with this person, remember, don't make the same mistakes you did in the past and get trapped again in all these feelings. You don't need that. Or if someone comes from the past, you don't need this. And I don't think it's you thinking about the past and feeling sad. It's just someone from the past coming back, and then this new person. So the energy you need to use is being a Queen of Cups, being someone who's very intuitive, someone who's very supportive, someone who's a warm-hearted, emotional, secure. You are secure, emotional. That's what you need to use, that energy. Feel secure. And you do have an opportunities and new adventures coming for you. You are going to feel like that you want to risk. You want to take the risks. And why? Because Mars is here with you. Just be careful, because it does look like Mars retrograde is bringing you the past that you don't need to deal with. So leave the past behind, because it's not going to bring you nowhere. It seems like this person really created a lot of hopes and dreams and desires, and maybe you felt like this person could give you all the stability in the world, but nothing ever happened because it wasn't the time, and this person wasn't ready. And obviously this person's still not even feeling stable with himself, with herself, and neither is opening for anything. So if this person comes back, stay away from it. That's my advice, and that's what I see. And for that person, definitely walk away. Just look for something more meaningful. Now, you do have to decide, because with this other King of Pentacles, who seems to be a very wonderful person, still could be feeling like he's confused or she's confused about what is with you, or you the one being confused with this person because it's someone else. Now, and you and debating, because I see you feeling like, oh, I really want to get intimate with this person. Like I really like you look up to this person, and you guys going to be going out and celebrating, and you might want to risk, and you might want to start new beginnings, renewal things. You have new opportunities, new desires, things that you want to. They're going to help you to your personal growth, because that's what's going to happen. That's what Uranus is going to help you to growth personally. But remember, there's going to be a lot of conversation with this person, a lot of things going on, a lot to go out with your friends, celebrating. So as I said, if you have issues with alcohol or substance abuse, be careful, because you might go back to that bad cycle, and you don't need to let that negativity come back and open the door again for things that not to work properly, where you're not going to be emotional fulfilled, where you're going to be put down again in the same situation you were for the last 7-8 years. You don't need that, because you have this. You have the Fool. You're really ready to take, the risk or move forward and go ahead. The only thing is that you are not focusing in one thing, but in too many things at this point. And that's what you feeling, the stress. And I feel you. I feel the energy. I saw how my cards fell off again, which that didn't happen last month. So it's like, okay, something's going on here. And of course, is the changes going on. Uranus left you. You feel alone now. You don't have that. Now you feel more calm, and now you start taking all this new activities and new ideas, and now you're like, which one I'll take? Left, right, or now I have 2 guys. Now I have 3 guys. Now I have opportunities. Now I go out. Now I celebrate. Now I travel. I do things, and then what? Just relax. You need to relax, because you still need to think about this person might not be willing to offer you something serious, and you see it because you can see through darkness. And you know, even that you feel being put again in that little darkness of indecisions, you can see through. So you're the only one who can decide. Do I just move on and move away from the past and move from this person as well, and just look for something that could be more stable and more good, where there's more, of real love involved here, not only passion and craziness and restlessness and impulsivity, and how you deal with this relationship or with this person, like, or this emotions, because it could be that you haven't been with this, well, obviously you haven't been with this person. Like, I don't see you being intimate with this person yet, but you are wanting, and there's a lot of communications going on, or you feel this way, or from your friends. It could be either at work, or could be either from your circle of friends. But the only thing I can tell you is things are going well for you. It's just illusions with the devil. They are trying to put you back in Mars retrograde. So you're going to feel this crazy energy. Don't let this happen again. Remember who you are. Who are you? What you became. Now that Uranus left you and is in Taurus, we learn a lesson. And you know how stable you are now, how you feel about yourself. You see the value you have now. You don't want to go back there, do you? You don't want to feel a bit unstable in that aspect of emotions, because you could. But to use this energy to feel emotionally balanced and remember who you are. Remember the value you have. And you decide. You have a lot of opportunities and things ahead of you. They are super positive. There's a new beginning with the Fool. A lot of things and new connections, new friends. You're going to celebrate. You're going to do things. But remember, things might not look great completely. Because if you really want to just have a serious thing, it might not be offered at this point. So, but fun, there's fun. And there's a new beginning for you in that point. You're going to have fun, and maybe you have missed a lot of fun, and now things start going on for you. Like, oh, I'm going to have fun. And Venus now in 5th house and June 13, all the way to July. Hey, if is that what you want, go ahead. Now, remember, you always need to look at the consequences, especially if you're dealing with someone at work, because it could pretty much be your boss. I'm just saying, because it's older and it's a King of Pentacles. But if it's inside, could be either clients too, or people, I don't know, whoever you have a crush on, or whoever you like, or whoever is trying to talk to you, or the only thing I can tell you is it's up to you. But things look good, but don't expect that will be a serious relationship from there. Okay? Anyway, my Aries was shorter than Spanish. Spanish was almost 30 minutes. I just couldn't believe it. So I want to thank you for being in my channel. Make any comment, please. Share, like, comment. That's one thing. Please comment and make. I just want to make sure you're here. I'm still debating between keeping the English version, so please comment. And anything you want to know or any question about the reading, do it too. It's fine. Anyway, and I'm open for personal readings, private readings. So I might leave the link below in the description of this video, and you can contact me at my Facebook page. Okay. Anyway, wish you the best, my Aries. Much love, much light, and I'll see you in the mid-month of June. Ciao.